Nice. That's all up and live. We are live. Share, copy. Sweet. I'm just going to paste this in a couple places. If anyone wants to watch. Streaming game reviews today from the Winter Qualifier. The next like 30-ish minutes. I think I have content sharing, yeah. Sweet. Okay. I think that's good. Make sure that all loads up. Yep, great. Up my OBS. Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. Let's go to decks. Let's check out our decks. We have AR Qualify 2. So this is the deck I played for the season qualifier, Basira. We felt like this was going to be a pretty strong deck. Basira, I think, is pretty strong in the meta. Very good into Traced, for example, and also pretty good into Fen. Sigiet has a bit of a hard time just because that matchup is pretty consistent for them. And if they can get good draw or get card advantage, it's pretty hard to win. And then the Kojo matchup is really hard, though, I think. You just kind of fall behind. Kojo's just really strong right now, and it was tough. So yeah, we'll kind of see that later, but you can see I have 3 Tiny Djinns necessary. I like running 2 ofs. I don't like 1 ofs, so we have 2 Hungers just to get that consistency. If you need to throw it away in mana, you can. 2 Blade Dancers just to also nice 1-drop, gets Basira boost. It's good. Same with Fire Rabbit, also good. Sarengar, necessary. Talk about uniques in a second. Chiron, necessary, and Basira, just good stats, basically a 3/3/3 for 2 if you're playing that by itself. We run 1 alt-run teammate just for the really big turn 1 plays because you can play this and then a 1-drop and like just destroy your opponent on turn 1, no problem. The Skater, also very good, and Basira lets you kind of after you and like just get out some cards. Also pretty good stats, similar to why Chiron's here. It's flexible. 1 Vanguard. I know I just said I don't like running 1-ofs. We have 1 of both of these just because they were kind of awkward to fit. This is really good in what we're trying to do with Basira, which is, play cards more than once and get card advantage that way. It also works really well with my navigators and some of my uniques. Same with Cuckoo and Suha. Turn 1 Suha into turn 2 Vanguard, super strong because you can just get that 4 mana, really good. 2 of Acolyte. I think it's a bit of a trap card sometimes just because it costs so much, but the stats are nice, especially late game. Fantastic card then. Cuckoo also only 2 of just because we just have a lot of high stat characters and this wants to run pretty low to the ground. Spells, we run 2 Parliament. I think the rare is necessary just because the resupply just isn't good in this deck. You don't want to resupply your Suhas. You don't really want to resupply your Skaters. You don't want to resupply your Fire Rabbits, your Blade Dance. Like, there's so many things you don't want to resupply, so the rare is necessary, and the tough's so good in so many matchups. Remember, we don't really know what we're getting into with the qualifier. Could be a lot of different things. Could see some Akesha. Could see, I thought we were going to see more Faunus. But also even just some contract license withdrawals and stuff like that are also very good to counter. 2 Duel of Grits just in the common. 2 Mana Eruptions just in the common. Rare is also very good in Mana Eruption, but the rare slots are hard to fill in Bravos, and I think this is fine. Helping Hand, again, nice little after you spells, follows in with the Suhas and lets us remove some fleeting. Very good there. Okay, sorry, just recovering from a cough, so I'm over that. Let's talk about uniques quick. 2 of these are from Argon, which is why I have AR Qualify. Both the Ozma, which is just a solid stat line for also a draw at dusk if I have 1 more boost. Really easy to activate this. Really nice, just solid card. The other one is the Navigator from Argon. Seasoned gives itself a boost, and then also when a character you control gains a boost, give a character fleeting. So it's like half removal, fantastic card. It gets huge on stats, really good. And finally, our last unique is something I picked up of just a 2-mana draw and or resupply. And with this, you can give it fleeting and then get remove fleeting with like Helping Hand or the Pathfinder, or sorry, with Vanguard, sorry. And then you can resupply, draw. Like you do so much on a turn with this card if it gets good. It's just a good sabotage target though, which is a little bit scary. Because you want to leave it in reserve for maybe a turn. But yeah, those are my uniques. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Let's go over to the games. So we'll go over to my profile. I haven't played a few games this week, just been crazy busy. But let's go back. So we started against, as you can see here, you can see my stat line. We went 0-2 to start, then 2-2, and then we went 2-4, and then we left. I didn't play my 7th game. It's okay. But yeah, let's go against our first game against Mirax. We'll view game replay. We'll watch myself. We're going to go through these pretty quick. And I think in reviews, mostly we want to go through and just kind of figure out what went wrong first. There is, I think, a final moment in this game that went really poorly for me, but we're going to go through this pretty quickly. So pretty standard. We're against Kojo, which I said is a pretty tricky matchup, I think, for Basira. It can be even, but it's also like tough to work through. So start off here and got this in my opening hands. Keep the Tiny Djinn, Blade Dancer, Helping Hand combo. This is maybe not correct. Like maybe it would have been better to Parliament and Tiny Djinn, but because we're first player, we really want to try to 2-0 here or like get some advantage. So yeah. This also allows a lot of flexibility because we can hold our Basira power till the very end. So we can play at our Djinn. They play Tengu over here, play our Blade Dancer on this side. I do tap immediately. I want to kind of pretend that I don't have something else here. I maybe should have held off on playing this just so that I could double boost this side if I needed to. But it means that I don't have to play Helping Hand. So we hold on to that. They pass. We're pretty happy with that. And so we just pass as well. We can't beat this side with the Helping Hand. And one of the things here as well, you don't want to boost Tiny Djinn. Like we get that mana ramp, which would have been nice to go onto this side. We maybe could have got the 2-0 there, depending if they did not have a 1-drop. But then your Tiny Djinn goes away and you lose that card advantage, which is really important in this matchup. So 1-for-1 is fine against Kojo early. Yeah. So I think I throw away Duel of Grit. That's tricky here. I think it's mostly because I had such a low to the ground. If I had a 3-drop, it might be better. But like the Helping Hands are going to come in clutch for our Blade Dancer. We have the Excavator to draw some more cards. Pretty fine. Go through. This is only in grass on this side, so we play out the Excavator. I'm not sure if this was actually correct. I think playing out the Tiny Djinn might have been better. But it's, hard to say. Oh, no, sorry. I wanted to play the Tiny Djinn second because I wanted to get the boost from Basira and Kaizamon, and I knew I couldn't play both the Blade Dancer and the Tiny Djinn in the same turn. Unfortunately, they do have the rare Duel of Grit in hand in their opening, system, so this really sucks for me, but it's fine. Like we lose a powerful card, but they're down. They had to hold that removal, which means they didn't have anything to burn, and I'm able to at least tie this expedition. No, sorry, I win. Yeah. So I still can go 1-for-1 here. That's excellent on a Buddha turn. So good. So this, I'm happy with this. We also get our mana. Totally fine. Go through here, draw Suha, which is really nice. We also draw the Cuckoo on a really important turn. So Cuckoo, you always want to play Cuckoo on when you're going first against Kojo, because then you know that you're going to get your trigger on the on the Buddha token. So I do decide to play this out first, just in case they have a big sabotage. Like, I could play these two, but because I'm so behind on card advantage, getting this Blade Dancer out just to kind of like clear out the things. Also, winning in water is very hard, is bravos. So good stats there. Play the Cuckoo over here to just tie it up. It forces them to play on one side. Unfortunately, they have a really good draw in play in Daedalus. So Daedalus is going to be able to boost up their Fire Rabbit, win that side, and then also they're able to play it on... They could have played it on this side. I don't actually know why they didn't here, because they could have like tied this side as well, but I guess it wasn't worth it to them to waste the card advantage. So they won. We would trade it again 1-for-1. Going fine here. I draw the Hunger here. This is an interesting case where, like, I really want a mana. Sorry. If I want a mana, then I have to throw away the Hunger, because otherwise I'm not going to have enough cards to play. But throwing away the Hunger, even if I do that, like, I don't gain it. Like, I still can only play a 1-drop and a 3-drop. So I end up holding it here because we're already even on mana with my with the Tiny Djinn. So we hold that on mana, which is great. We get the stat from Buddha, which is good. Play out our 1-drop just to kind of like feel it out. We know we don't have to activate our Basira, so we hold on to it. They play out the Daedalus, which makes sense. Again, they can get that boost onto the Buddha, which is a little bit annoying here. But we play Suha on this side. We're able to, tap and tie, and this time go 1-for-0, assuming they don't have anything, which they choose not to play. And I think this is because the Suha will then get rid of whatever card they had in hand. So if they had a 2-drop, they could have went 1-for-1, which I think is better for them. But going 1-0 here is so good. Like, this being ahead of Kojo at this point, really good for me. We already know spoilers that I do lose this game, but I'm up 1. I have the Hunger in hand. We had Colorful Cuckoo with that extra token, so we can throw a Suha to mana, and that pretends like I did that like mana throwaway there. We do throw away a card here. I think I threw Chiron away. I don't know if that's correct. I think I should have held on to it, because we could have had a little bit more options, but we have the Sarengar in grass here, which is really nice. But we also want to play the Cuckoo on this side for the Buddha turn next turn. They play with the Spy. They get rid of the Blade Dancer. I don't really care about that. Blade Dancer for 3 with only 1 boost is not very good. But again, I kind of wish I had held that Chiron in hand just to have that extra stats. But then we wouldn't have the Hunger, because we would have had to mana something else, or maybe just not mana. They play Mighty Djinn. We trade again 1-for-1. And here is where the game went poorly. I think I really messed up here, and we'll talk about what happened and what was going through my mind. They go away. They get their draw, which is really good for them. They're up on card advantage, but we do have a thing on field against their Buddha, which is very good. This is what's unfortunate. 1, we draw another Hunger. Like, we don't have options this turn, which I think really sucks. We basically like have to mana Hunger, which is fine. But if we could have drawn like a 2-drop and thought about playing something else to just like win here, it might have been better. Decided not to use our Basira hero power. So this is what I'm not sure about. We could just play the Hunger out here, right? If I had 1 more mana, I could have played the Sarengar than Hunger, but we already have like cards on field, and getting rid of the Hunger in this place, they're going to draw another card. They can probably just win one side anyways. It might be the right play to do this, and I think but if they have a Mana Eruption in hand and a 2-drop, then they also are good. What I forgot was that they don't play Mana Eruption. I was looking at their deck before this, and they don't play it, so that's on me. Still, I play with the Sarengar just so that it doesn't get sabotaged, but again, maybe that was not correct. We could have gotten rid of the Orda Spy. They play with the Milk. Now, this is where my brain went wild, because them playing Milk indicates to me that they have a Hunger in hand. And so what's going through my mind here is really I should be focusing on winning one side. But with Auklet in hand, it is a lot of stats. And I might be able to like play it on the left-hand side and like, oh, sorry. Yeah. If I win just one side, right? I win one side, they win one side. Honestly, they may be even with, like, they can't play Spy because of Auklet. But if they had Hunger and one extra card that's some other, drop. If I play Auklet over here on this side, they keep Arcolano Milk up, which means that they just have that, like, fleeting Hunger play. And so having Auklet come out here, we can... I'm wondering if, like, I'm okay to let them win this side so that Milk then instead goes into reserve. That was my thinking, and I think it's wrong for two reasons. One, if we let Milk go to reserve, it doesn't go away. It just means that now they have a play for a 1-mana play before the Hunger, which is actually really bad. So that's rough. The other thing that is tough here is that, like, I should just try winning on one side, because then if I'm up one, it's really good for me. So yeah, I played on the left-hand side, getting a bit greedy here, where I can tap this for one. We are up by one stat over here, and then I play on this side and win on both sides. And basically what I'm hoping for is that they only can win one side here, but unfortunately they have Skater. Skater lets them boost one side, and like tie, also keeping Milk around. And then they boost again and get, yeah, this is just a crazy value play for them to play out Skater. And they win both sides. I got greedy here. I was playing for two, and I should have just played for one, because I could have played over here. And even with Skater and those two boosts, it's only 7, and I think we would have had it on this side. So yeah, a misplay by me. I could have been up 1 here, and they would have been back, and this would have been a very different game. From here, I think they have Hunger left, and they play like they do have it, because so I go away and throw out, sorry, what did I just toss? The Duel of Grit, because I don't think it's useful here. I think it is not going to be helpful against Hunger, and I think I want to play the Hunger, because I feel like that's the only way to win this. If they play Hunger now, they just win the game, because I have no way to get rid of it. Yeah. So yeah, play out my Rabbit just to, like, have the Hunger available, and then I play Helping Hand again just to have the mana for the Hunger available. They play Milk, and again, this is where, like, I messed up, because if we had kept Milk up in this area, they wouldn't have had that one extra card. Could have played out some cards there. But yeah, I play to try to go on this side. They just have lots of stats. They can beat me out. The only card I have left is Hunger. I don't have enough stats, and I lose. So yeah, winning one side there would have been so good. It would have been so different, and I feel so bad about that. Anyways, that's GG. There's not much else we can do there. Next game. Profile, recent games. Let's go to this one. This is a weird game. I do want to know a bit more about why I went wrong here, and I think we're going to end this review early if I get to it, because I think that's a better play, is, like, if you make a mistake early, like, that's kind of the end of your game. So, Auklets, we throw all those away. Against Sigismar, I don't think that they're super helpful early. It really depends on what cards they have. So we just keep kind of good stats. They play out Town Square first, which is really interesting. It means that I can play my Sarengar, but it's so sad that I don't have a 1-drop. And I didn't throw in, I had to throw away, like, a lot of big endgame cards here. And if I had had a 1-drop, this would have been very different. Like, if I had a Blade Dancer or something else. But here I just pass because I'm already winning one side. Doesn't stop the Skater or the Helping Hand doesn't win either side any harder. So still 1 for 1 against Siggy. First turn is fine. This is okay, keeping straight, but they get their Town Square starting to build, and this will give 1+1 to a unit in each place. So I think this is fine. I think I played okay here. Hunger I have to get rid of. I think that's correct. We do have Navigator in hand, which is really good. This gives fleeting to characters. But their only character already has fleeting, so I don't want to play it out right away. Give Sarengar. And unfortunately, I don't really... Like, this is something that I maybe don't know about, but I don't really want to play Helping Hand on Sarengar here. Because if I win this side, we don't have grass. If I win this side, we do have grass, but it's hard for me to just win this side. And getting rid of fleeting from Sarengar means that I no longer have draw the card. So I Tracer on it just to try and get that extra couple boosts on my Sarengar. And I think it should be fine. We end up winning. Yeah, they pass, and so we move forward. Good. Again, 1-for-1ing Siggy is like very okay. We move forward. We get rid of this big grass, which I think is good to get rid of. But they start out with a character in one things, and they're also building this town square, and I have like no removal for it, which is really tough. So here is maybe where a mistake happens. I think I keep Parliament, yeah, because I know I have Cuckoo and I know I have Navigator, and so I feel like Parliament's really strong here for license withdrawal. That 3-mana discard a boosted card is so good against us that I think I have to keep it if I'm keeping Cuckoo, and I can play this and a 3-drop and be pretty good. So that's my thought process why I kept that over keeping Chiron. But Chiron, I think, would have been able to push me, especially since I'm going second, would have been able to push me to win both sides, I think. So we play out this just to kind of see where they play. They play another Aegis Templar. And unfortunately here, I think, yeah, I have to play out the Navigator. Oh yeah, I played the Navigator to remove the Crier, right? Because I can give it fleeting and I can win this side. So I think that's a good play. We get rid of their Crier, which lets them at dusk draw a card. So they only get 1 draw off of that card. I think that's really strong. And also, like, it's just a powerhouse in stats. So, but now we're getting into the point where Town Square is getting very scary. All these things go away. We're fine. Lair Navigator stakes up. I think this is fine so far. I don't know where my flaw, or like I did anything wrong. Maybe getting rid of a Cuckoo is good here, but Cuckoo's really good into Siggy. It was just kind of like a ticking time bomb. I think it might have been playing this Parliament might have been the problem, but we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, I play out the Navigator first, just because oftentimes Siggy has Jack Frost or Spies in hand, and this is such amazing stats that I really don't want to see it go away. So I played on the opposite side. I maybe could have played it. Oh, right. I played on the opposite side because I want to play Cuckoo over here, because you want to play Cuckoo into Sigismar's Hero Expedition side. There's the license withdrawal. So this is good, right? Like this, I guess this means Parliament of Ashes kind of paid for itself, right? They paid a 4 to get rid of a 3 cost, but I don't know if that was worth, like would I have rather won both sides possibly won both sides last turn instead of playing Parliament of Ashes, but I don't think I could have. Yeah, it would have been tricky. And then we just play over here to counter the 1/1/1. This is also where, like, I could have played Cuckoo, but the unfortunate part is that if I play Cuckoo here, we only tie and then they win one side anyways. And then I'm behind one, so I think I need to go for, like, a big play, which I think is correct. We end up trading 1-for-1 instead of going 1-for-0. But again, now I'm kind of stuck with these 2 Cuckoos. So I think that's the mistake here, is that maybe holding that Fire Rabbit and throwing away Cuckoo might have been a better play here. Like, I maybe could have won both sides there by playing out like a Chiron and a Fire Rabbit. Yeah. So we have Mana Eruption here. Don't throw it away. I should throw away a Cuckoo. I think I'm so locked on these Cuckoos that I really shouldn't be. Because it's not going to beat this. So yeah, I also have to worry about this Accountant now because they can sleep my guys. So we play a cuckoo. We know this comes into play. It'll drop 2 recruits when it leaves. So very powerful for us. This is so unfortunate. Anubis is such an interesting tech card. Like I think that's what I got destroyed by here is these 2 tech cards so good for our Sigismar player. Like just makes me so sad. They are able to get rid of my cuckoo without having to pay the extra cost from Parliament. And they keep that card on that side. So I decided to just go for the cuckoo. My Ozma, unfortunately, like, just to set it up for next turn because this is going to summon things, I think I maybe could have played the Mana Eruption and just got rid of the threat of Town Square. This might be the end of review point. Because I'm going to lose both sides this way no matter what. It's like, do I want to set up with this, or which is going to get outscaled by the Town Square, or do I want a Mana Eruption and get rid of this just to like have it go away? But I think keeping this around just for big units was also what I was a little bit scared of. Oh, and I can Helping Hand. Sorry, yeah, maybe we're fine here. I can Helping Hand to at least tie. I did forget that I could do that. So maybe that's... It's hard to say. It's close. And we don't win, which is too bad. Yeah. And this is where, like, if I had a Suha or something to get rid of this accountant, it would be really nice. But I don't have any sabotage in my deck. Yeah. We do get a Suha finally, but it's not worth it. Finally, I throw away that cuckoo. And I think that's it. I think throwing, like, not keeping the variety or options open might have been that end of play. And then I might have been able to have a turn where I could have removed the Town Square. Oh, right. He activated the Town Square and beat me. That was, yeah. Anyways, I think this is basically where they win the game just because they have so many stats. They have their Anubis. They have their sleep. Like, there's nothing I can do here. They just win. That's why I just play out everything just to get as many stats on the board as possible, and try to divide them up. But they have the sleep for the cuckoo, which just gets them ahead. They just win one side, and then they can play out their Anubis, and that's basically all she wrote. Cool. Yeah, I think holding on to those cuckoos is really the problem there, and or not getting rid of the Town Square in that one turn. So that's okay. Next game. Let's see the other ones. Games played. This is where we start winning. Yeah. View game replay. Okay, so we're playing against another Koja deck. I think I learned my mistake from last time, and I should have an okay matchup. I played a lot, like I play enough Kojo myself that I kind of know where Kojo falls flat. We won't talk too much about where I'm putting my mana and stuff, but having a 1-drop and a Sarengar always good. I can match, and I have Tillerian Skater if I want to. But yeah, this is just fine. I win. Oh yeah, this was fine. We 2-1, which is okay against Kojo. It's really unfortunate that I couldn't, like, I maybe should have. Actually, I think that's actually maybe the play. I maybe should have skatered and got rid of Tiny Jin to go 1-for-1 instead of 2-for-1. That might be just like straight up the thing that I should have done early, but yeah. Keep going through here. Get more of those. We don't need 2 skaters. We go first. We play this out because we really want the draw. I think we want the card advantage rather than the mana. They're going to get ahead of mana anyways, and also we don't have a great place to play this, but I think playing it over here is fine because if they want to play with their other Tiny Jin, the best they can do is tie over here. And over here they can't win, so it's good for me. Cool. They get 2 in mana. I get 1, so that he's up on one on mana. But it's nice that I'm a little bit up on. I'm up on one card on him. And getting Auklet here is really interesting. And Suha, yeah, this is where I start drawing like really well. Suha, oh, we throw Suha away. Interesting. I guess I know I'm not going to play it this turn, and he doesn't have anything in reserve, but I think I should have kept that Suha. Let's see how this goes, because he plays this, which throws that into reserve. I end up playing the Aklet. So that didn't actually matter specifically in this case. Yeah, this is where I think I just start destroying him with Aklets. But saving the Suha might have been better there. Oh, but I think I wanted to. I was like, oh, I need. If I play Auklet, then I have Auklet plus 1/2, and then if I throw away like Skater or something, it's a bit tougher. But yeah, I think throwing away the Fire Rabbit or the Blade Dancer. I think throwing away the but I don't have water here. It's tough. But yeah, I think throwing away the Blade Dancer would be better. I also should have maybe played the Auklet on this side. Oh, it's because I wanted to play into the Buddha. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think from there it's fine. I just 2-0 and then I just continue to destroy them because they don't get their draw. If I have Auklet, I'm going first. It just snowballs. So yeah, I think not throwing away the Suha there might have been the play just to like continue to be aggressive. But yeah, cool. And also that first turn stuff. Okay, next view game replay. Fellow Canadian, unfortunately, I had to beat them this time. I think we play, yeah, Tasia. Tasia, really, you want to like, you're getting card advantage and you're worried about their infinite boost uniques. So keeping them to low cards with things like Suha and stuff is good. I think I get really lucky here. So I play out Suha because Suha is just generally like a pretty good first go as Basir and Kaizamon. You get 4 stats. You're probably just going to win one side. The only thing here is if they can play something that is anchored, like a Dracaena, but luckily they play with the Muna Druid. Like this, I think is really lucky for me, because if they had something like Spindle Harvesters, Suha basically is useless. But again, I do get Bravos Vanguard next turn to play it again and sabotage again. So this is really huge for me. We already get card advantage through getting rid of their Muna Druid and some of their like anchor. We 1-for-1, which is fine on turn 1. Get rid of their Muna Druid. Draw 2 Aklets, we get rid of 1. We don't need both of them, right? Yep. Let's see if I made too many mistakes here. Yep. So this guy goes out. Suha goes into the only place it can go. They pass, which is just unfortunate. Again, like Tasia just doesn't have. I guess they just weren't low to the ground, or maybe they were holding something. Maybe they only had 3 mana cards. Really weird here. But yeah, I'm able to play out this. I do get rid of fleeting just to like keep it around again. But yeah, it just wins. It doesn't get rid of anything. It's fine. We'll skip ahead. A 2-0. From here, it's really hard for Tasia to come back. Like I have so many tools to get rid of the reserve. They really need their big hitters here. I get rid of the Blade Dancer because we already have full reserves. So like keeping them in reserve for a while is not great. And I have some draw, better cards. We also have Mountain, which is really nice. Suha doesn't have a good place here though, which is sad. But I do want to try playing Vanguard again with it. And so we try to get that out. They play one of their infinite anchor cards. If when a character you control gets one or a boost, I can give another card anchored. So this is where things start to look scary, but they don't have a second one to keep it around, or they don't have that Muna Druid to get rid of it. I still think like we don't want to get. They have 2 mana left. We don't want to get too greedy. We really want to win one side. I think we can win either side, but this side's easier to win. I should maybe play on the right. Yeah, I play out this just to see, which is smart because they have Requiem. So if I had played out Vanguard or something, they would have gotten something got rid of something much bigger. Vanguard just comes out here to give the Tiny Gen a boost, give itself a boost, and win this side. And from here, yeah, I think we just are 1-0ing basically and hoping that they don't get an infinite combo with these. Like they're not able to continue to play these cards. Because they just can keep this Sneezer Shroom around forever, basically. And I'm looking for like Hunger or some removal. Duel of Grit. Their turn first, they played this out. This is a bit weird. What did I throw away? Chiron? Like, maybe I should have kept... Because the Auklet's a bit awkward here, I maybe should have kept the Chiron and thrown away like the Fire Rabbit. But here I, like, this just mana worked out nicely. So I kept that around. They Mana Reaping, which is such a interesting card to play. I think it's played occasionally just as removal, but I'm surprised they used it here. I guess they had no other plays. Anyways, I think I 1-0. I don't play the Fire Rabbit because I don't need to, but I do play the Auklet just to like get over that hump. And yeah, we just win from here. I don't think there's too much I did wrong here. I think it's just an unfortunate game. Yeah, I think getting rid of that, maybe getting rid of the Fire Rabbit instead of the Chiron would have been better earlier, just in case we needed to like win that side without playing Auklet. But I'm gonna pause there. Cool. Yeah, last game that I'm gonna review probably is the this game against Runefolk, because it's such a like. He's playing Waru. What's it called? Waru Hostage. And I don't know how to play against Hostage. I'm so bad at playing against Hostage. I played a lot of it Saudi. Saudi is bad against Hostage because you're like, you also want the game to go on long, but they just straight up win if the game goes on long. You just get advantage if the game goes on long. With Basira though, you want to try to win early. And this is a very sad opening hand. Like, Basira has so many high-cost units that usually drawing Suha is okay first turn because, like, you're going to get card advantage. You're going to, like, be able to win one side. But you'll see here, I'm going first, so I play Suha. Again, I keep my draw because I want to get to those cards, like other cards faster, play low to the ground. Yeah, they get a card draw first. I can't win both sides. I think if I, like, imagine if I had won both sides there, I think this game would have been very different. Just unfortunate deck building, I think, for me. Like, maybe just an unlucky draw that I didn't draw one of my 1-drops. And then I draw 2 more the turn after. I throw away Fire Rabbit, which again, maybe is wrong here because now I can't, like, play Suha, Fire Rabbit, Tiny Jin. No, I wouldn't have done that. Yeah. But yeah, they just straight up play Silas, which is huge here for them. They get this from previous turn. They get Silas. So I'm unable, usually in this situation, they play Silas to one side. I play out like, I guess like Chiron or Excavator and Chiron and just beat them and 1-0. Or like the Suha over here and then Tiny Jin on one side. Like there's a realm where I can again 2-0 here if they didn't have the previous turn, or if they didn't know exactly Silas, like if they had another bureaucrat that they had to play, like this would just been so much better for me to win early. So I'm now even with Waru, which is, only up 1 on this Waru after 2, which is really, really tough for me. And they've drawn 4 cards. They're getting their win condition. Once they get to 8 mana, they're basically good unless they're they haven't drawn enough. I think I threw Tiny Jin because we already had one. I didn't need another, and I didn't need another. I didn't think I needed more mana. I needed more draw for more units basically, and Tiny Jin didn't fit any of the things here. So I think I'm playing this fine. Like this is maybe where, like, I don't think I threw a removal. I threw away a Duel of Grit and a Mana Eruption. Like, maybe I should have kept one of these. I think that's maybe the play here, because imagine I have Mana Eruption instead of Chiron in my hand, and then I just straight up remove Isatok. I 1-0, and then I 1-0 again. I think that's the play. I think I just need to hold on to removal early on or hope that I draw it later for these important cards, because it's unlikely that he has another one, hopefully. Still, I get like a 1-0 here, but yeah, it's just not enough to go forward. But yeah, if I were to just play Mana Eruption, get rid of this, it's such like a less, like it's so less scary. Now I get Mana Eruption. Right, I do remember this. And a Duel of Grit. And I'm like, yes, my removal's back. Let's go. But remember, their Silas is 4 mana. This is 5 mana. So Duel of Grit's kind of useless for me, except for maybe Eternity, but that gets slipped. So, like, Duel of Grit is not great here, but Mana Eruption is good to get rid of this Istatok. So they play out Bountiful Meadow. I play out this into the Istatok. I think, oh, they play another Bountiful Meadow. Right, so now they can play something for, like, they can play this for free. I played another 1 mana card. Again, I don't want to play my Excavator just quite yet, and I want to play this Mana Eruption. Okay, give it to the, yeah, to this so we don't get crazy. This is unfortunate. Like, they're just able to ramp so fast with both of these cards. So I get rid of the, yeah, get rid of the Istatok. But because they're able to play this for free so late, I think this, yeah, they give one of my characters a sleep. I think the Tiny Jin, right? Oh, they remove a boost. Right, they make it lose all its boost. That's so sad. That's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would have, should have, or maybe played around that. Like, not getting 2-0 there is just, yeah. I feel like this game was just against me, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I think keeping one of my removals is maybe just the play, like if I was up 1, and then my deck building against this deck, like throwing in a couple more 1-drops is just the way to go. From here, I know they're basically there. I need to, like, I can't win this turn, and they've drawn half of their deck, so like, and they play out a huge Silas on this card, this side, so I can't really do too much. They have more of this to play even more Bureaucrats. They play out the Istatok. This, I'm just dead at this point. Like, there's nothing I could do, and that's game over. Yeah, cool. I think it's holding that removal and then also just like really playing for 2-0s or like any 1-0s early on. But I think I got screwed here. I don't know if, yeah, that's really tough. The last game was against an infinite discard Traced. Very interesting deck. I probably could have been okay against it. I did lose that game as well. I was really tilted from this game, so I played very poorly and could have played a lot better. I think I just didn't read their uniques at one point. So anyways, those are my reviews of my games. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, this is my deck. I'll go over that quickly here. Very fun time playing in the Winter Qualifier. I hope that I can qualify again and make it at least a top 32 this time. It was unfortunate my showing. I think I don't know what I ended up because I didn't play my 7th game, but hundreds or top 100 maybe. But yeah, GG's to everyone. Thank you for watching my quick stream, quick VOD, and we'll see you around next time.